The Man-Eating Lions of Tsavo. When the visitor to the Field Museum pauses before the lifelike forms of the Tsavo man-eaters, it will be hard for him to realize that these two ferocious brutes killed and devoured, under the most appalling circumstances, 135 Indian and African artisans and laborers employed in the construction of the Uganda Railway. For over 9 months, these insatiable monsters carried on an intermittent warfare against the railway and all those connected with it in the neighborhood of Tsavo. This culminated in a regular reign of terror when they finally succeeded in bringing the railway works for a time to a complete standstill. A late great president of the United States, that man with the wonderful personality, Theodore Roosevelt, has put it on record that the story of the man-eaters of Tsavo is by far the most remarkable account of which we have any record, while that veteran big-game hunter and African pioneer, Selous, who was himself killed in Africa not far from Tsavo, wrote as follows: "No lion story that I have ever heard or read equals in its long, sustained, dramatic interest the story of the man-eaters of Tsavo. It is an epic of terrible tragedies spread out over several months and only at last brought to an end by the resource and determination of one man. These remarkable lions had the distinction, probably unique among wild animals, of being specifically referred to in the British Parliament by the Prime Minister of the day, the Marquis of Salisbury, who in apologizing for the delay in the construction of the Uganda Railway said, 'The whole of the works were put to a stop because a pair of man-eating lions appeared in the locality, and conceived a most unfortunate taste for our workmen. At last the laborers entirely declined to carry on unless they were guarded by iron entrenchments. Of course, it is difficult to work a railway under these conditions, and until we found an enthusiastic sportsman to get rid of these lions, our enterprise was seriously hindered.'"